against St. Mary's in that second half. Blocked some shots and had a couple nice putbacks, so we'll see if he can gain some momentum from that.
For San Francisco, the league's second leading scorer, Devin Watson, 20.4 points per game. Uche Ufebu, Ronnie Boyce, Dante Reynolds, and Tim Dirksen. We are underway, and the Dons control the opening tip-off as Devin Watson will run the offense, a team that averages over 76 points a game. And a quick early two to start things off in the first possession.
Ambush Watson, but he finds Dirksen, who loves to play in the low post, for an easy bucket.
Tyson with the ball as he gets it into the corner. Wintering gives it right back to Taylor. Pull up 10-footer, no good, short up the side of the rim.
Didn't really get in rhythm on that shot.
Watson will slow things down as Hartwich comes up to defend, nearly lost control of it. Dumps it off in the high post there to Reynolds, and he walked. Talking about forcing turnovers early, and a key one right there could set the tone.
Again, Hartwich showing a little bit of his size, intimidating Reynolds into a travel.
Pilots averaging 78 points a game. They're averaging giving up 78.1, so it's about even across the board for the Pilots as Presley spins around. Pretty move off the back of the rim, follows his own shot, but can't pull down the board.
Fouled on the rebound.
Pushing in transition, here's Boyce, goes up and lays it in. Alec Wintering got his 1000th career point last weekend, goes up and has the shot blocked away and controlled underneath. I don't know what happened there, but the ball's going to go right back to the Pilots as Reynolds didn't quite know what he was going to do with the ball.
Wintering is so good at turning the corner on people, but sometimes one too many dribbles. Make the play, either take the shot or make a pass, don't get too deep.
Wintering averaging 17.7 points a game to lead the Pilots. He drives, kicks it up top for Taylor, wide open three, no good. And again, another rebound pulled down by Reynolds.
Well, he could be a real weapon if he could do pick and pop and knock some of those shots down, that being Gabe Taylor.
Boyce tries to split the defense, can't get through. Another rebound for Reynolds, and it'll be tipped away out of bounds, and it looked like Watson might have had an extra step there. As we take a look here at the head coaches, Eric Reveno in his 10th season with the Portland Pilots. Taylor defended by Dirksen on the outside, and he'll let Presley run the offense here. And Tyson will be fouled on the floor. And Bill, when you have a guy like DeMarcus Tyson who's been so effective coming off the bench, making his first start, how's that transition for him and for the second unit?
Well, you're going to look for Jazz Johnson to gain some more minutes, and he's shown some offensive ability, no question, but his ability not to turn the ball over has gained him some more minutes, and we'll see what he can bring to the table.
And there is Johnson, the freshman from nearby Lake Oswego High School. Presley drives, and he'll be fouled on the floor. So a couple of quick fouls here in the first 2+ minutes.
It's going to be a real physical matchup. Ofebu is built like a linebacker, and he's guarding Presley, who's been one of the more physical guards in the WCC.
Here is Rex Walters in his 8th year with San Francisco, the 2014 Coach of the Year in the West Coast Conference. Former Kansas Jayhawk. Wintering out to Tyson, wide open three on the way, it's good, and DeMarcus Tyson showing why he's in the lineup tonight.
Well, that's just a cupcake for him, all wide open at the three-point line. Good to see him get off to a good start.
Boyce can't control the pass, but he's able to get it back before it goes out of bounds. And there's going to be a foul underneath. That's going to go on Philip Hartwich, and he's going to have to be a little bit concerned about his foul trouble tonight with the lack of depth in the front court.
When you're playing against that kind of quickness, you just can't get up too high on him. Stay back and use your length.
And a foul on the floor. And Philip Hartwich only plays a little over 11 minutes a game, but he averages almost 3 fouls per game in those 12 minutes.
Some of that's lack of experience, some of that's just strength. He's just a half step late in getting to his position, and that's where you pick up fouls.
Uche Ufebu heads to the line, a 64% free throw shooter. As he knocks the first one down, the junior from San Antonio, Texas, and transfer from SMU.
Again, another guy that's just slowly but surely starting to gain some the confidence of the coach and getting used to playing in a new system. He needs a load. 6'4", 215 pounds, and really quick.
And this San Francisco team only has 5 returning players from their 2014-2015 team. Crossover from Wintering, pass underneath, and Taylor will put it in off the glass despite having it deflected.
Really nice hands right there. That was a tough pack to catch, and nice job of Taylor of gathering it and putting it in.
Long three-pointer from Boyce, knocks it down.
Ronnie Boyce off to a hot start so far.
40% free three-point shooter. And an early 9-5 lead. Nearly goes out of bounds. Here's Tyson driving. He'll put it up. No good. And Boyce pulls down the board. He'll push the tempo. Slow it down out to Watson. He launches a long three, and it rims out, and Taylor pulls down the rebound. Johnson not slowing things down at all. Dribbles back out. Might have got away with a travel there. Kick out to Tyson. Drives. The teardrop no good, and over jumping that is Taylor as he can't get the putback.
We've seen Tyson make that floater, so that's not a shot that is that bad.
Boyce underneath as he finds Foster for the first time tonight. Tipped from behind by Presley and knocked away. Foul on the floor, and the Portland Pilots trailing this one 9-5 to the first 4+ minutes of the game here on Comcast Sportsnet.
Ronnie Boyce has been on fire early, knocking down the three-point shot, also getting to the rim. So, as I said, they've got 3 really nice threats between Dirksen, Watson, and Boyce.
Underneath off the glass, Dirksen is not able to get the shot to go, but a foul. You know, Bill, early on, the Pilots winning the turnover battle 3-0. They just haven't really been able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, they're active. I think it's just a matter of making good decisions on offense. Wintering's got to realize not to over-penetrate.
Jason Todd in the game now for the first time. He started 16 games of his 19 that he's played as Presley's fouled.
Foul on number 22, Chase Foster.
And Todd is who Tyson is replacing in the lineup tonight.
Here we see Presley turning the corner, and he's big, strong guard, and he can really go inside on pretty much anybody in the league. I've been so impressed with him. I mean, he's such a well-rounded player, and he's had stretches where he can be as dominant as any 2 guard in this league, and that's saying a lot because there's some great guard play in the WCC.
And the 68% free throw shooter knocks him down. And of course, he has a very good lineage of basketball in his family.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too shabby. His dad, Harold Presley, played in the NBA, part of that great 1985 Villanova team that won the national championship.
Off the glass and in there for Dirksen. A good, strong move from the senior out of Tucson, Arizona.
Now, Dirksen can really shoot the 3, but he likes to go in and bully with people, even though he's only 6'4".
Jazz Johnson finds Presley. Down to 15 seconds to shoot. Spins around and gets to an open man. Here's Todd. Drive, kicks out for Johnson. Catch and shoot 3. No good. Gets an extra bounce on the floor, and it'll be a jump ball. Great look out there to Johnson with the catch and shoot, and that's something that Coach Eric Revno loves about this kid, the ability to have an unconscious mind shooting the ball.
Well, he's got a scorer's mentality, even though he's probably considered a point guard. Here's great hustle on the part of Tyson and Gabe Taylor to get on the floor after the basketball.
Johnson will start the offense back up. Spin move, goes up with it and knocks it down.
He's a very talented player. There you see an assortment of moves, a spin, and knocks down the jumper.
They try and get it underneath. As Reynolds goes up with it, the hook no good, and Presley's right there. Presley, one of the better rebounding guards in the league. Wide open three for Tyson, it's good.
The more Tyson plays, they know where he's on the floor, and boy, when he's open, it's money.
Reynolds goes up along the baseline. He'll be fouled on his way up. But going back to DeMarcus Tyson, 7 times this year rather, he's hit at least 4 3-pointers. 11 times this year, he's hit at least 3.
No, it's kind of on the way up shot, but boy, he is a lockdown shooter with a ton of confidence.
Checking the game for the Pilots, number 2, Alec Wintering.
We're going to see Wintering come back in, and Jarrell Marshall, the transfer from Palm Beach State Junior College by way of Mount Vernon High School, will check in. Also Colin Russell, and we mentioned earlier Ray Barreno out with the concussion tonight. The front court is going to take a hit with having one less player. Long 3-pointer from Watson, it's good. From way downtown.
They spread you out quick and we're at a lot of shooting range. It's a challenge to guard the Dons.
Watson's first bucket of the game. San Francisco back on top. Here's Tyson with the left hand. It's swatted away, and the rebound pulled down by McCarthy.
It's okay. I want to see Todd take the ball to the basket.
3-pointer from Foster is good.
One of the young players off the bench, got a great shooting stroke. He just hasn't had a lot of minutes.
Both teams playing a very high-tempo game as we expected. Marshall, who struggled of late. Todd around a screen, now into the corner for Johnson. His man falls down, pulls up, and he airballs it.
That baseline 10-footer might be one of the toughest shots in basketball. And he was so wide open. It's a finesse shot. I see a great shooter like Jazz miss it that badly. You're saying to yourself, well, that doesn't look like a hard shot. But if you go out there and shoot that shot, it's not an easy shot.
And taking a look again at Watson as he just buries it from deep. This kid, you cannot leave him open.
They've worked hard on ambushing on the screen where the center the guards, the screener has to step up, and nobody stepped up right there, so Watson free to shoot that basketball and knock it down.
On the floor for the Pilots, Wintering, Marshall, Russell, Presley, and Todd as they trail by 5. Getting it down low to Febu. Now driving is Dirksen, quickly covered up. 15 to shoot. Reynolds has it go through the hands of Djordjevic, and now here's Wintering trying to push the floor. A little out of control, but he's fouled and maybe got bailed out there.
When Alex gets out in the break, man, he just starts salivating because he's got room to maneuver. He's got so much ability in the open floor here, and he's so adroit at drawing fouls. They're a nice job of doing that, controlling the basketball and getting the foul.
Presley, the conference's leader in steals, gets another one there. Rather Wintering, and here's Marshall with a catch and shoot 3 and knocks that one down.
Wintering, nice job of finding Marshall there, gets his feet set. Again, get some diverse scoring, get some other people involved. That's going to help this Pilot team.
Well, Febu looking for help, and Djordjevic will run the offense. Pilots playing very tight defense. Down to 7 to shoot. Stepping back, the left-hand shot, no good. And Todd there for the board. Wintering with the head fake, splits the defense, find Marshall open in the corner for 3, no good. And right there with the rebound position is Foster.
Great find by Wintering, a good look by Marshall.
Up and up, rejected by Todd. Here comes Wintering back the other way. He's going to slow down as he's got a 1-on-3, crosses over, pushes off. No good, but will head to the line. Beautiful rejection there from Jason Todd.
That's what he brings. He brings his lunch pail.
After starting 2-0, just 1-6 since then.
So home cooking hopefully will be the recipe for getting them back in winning ways.
Averaging over 81 points a game at home. And the free throw missed there by Wintering. And what's interesting, Bill, is the struggles they had in free throw shooting through the first 10 games of the season or so. They now lead the West Coast Conference in free throw percentage in conference games.
Yeah, that's a good free throw shooting team, and a big part of that's Wintering. He's been on quite a roll after a slow start at the line.
It was a perfect 15 of 15 the last time these two teams met. Made 1 of 2 there. Another long 3 on the way is good from Boyce. They are not afraid to pull up from anywhere.
Well, they've got freedom, and they're so quick. It's a tough assignment.
Marshall drives. Wants some help, but doesn't have any. Now they'll run it up top with Presley. Drives left hand, pulls up, fade away. It's no good. Right there is Hartwich, though, and a great board. Wintering kicks out for Marshall. Now finds Presley as he spins around, goes up with it again. That time it's good. You give him too many chances, eventually he'll get one.
That in-between game is really a calling card for Bryce Presley. He's got that ability to take you down and spin on you and get you up in the air. He's strong. He's 6'4". Again, Boyce just on fire. Kind of a knuckler, but it goes down, doesn't it?
Certainly does. Boyce a 40% three-point shooter from Oklahoma City. Pilots trail this one by 2. Underneath, going up and under. A beautiful move there from Matt McCarthy.
The young Aussie is probably their best interior player.
Todd the other way, that's no good, and McCarthy comes up with the rebound. Pushing tempo again is Ufebu. Long 3, and that's good. Another three-pointer for the Dons, this time Uche Ufebu.
Got a tough matchup there with Hartwich trying to go out and guard Ufebu and couldn't get out there in time.
Marshall fades away. That one's no good, and the long rebound's going to come down to Boyce. Splits the defense, goes up off the glass, banks it in.
I'll tell you what, he's tough. He's a tough guard. Boy, he gets a little bit ahead of steam on him. And man, can he get to the rim? And of course, he's making three-point shots to go along with it.
The Dons have opened up a 9-point lead. Wintering pulls up for 3. That's no good. And nearly stripped away by Marshall. Watson finds Dirksen off the glass and good, and it's an 11-point lead now for San Francisco.
Well, they're getting out in transition and catching the Portland a little light in numbers and taking advantage.
Marshall, three-pointer, and that one's short.
Maybe a little quick on the trigger the last couple times down. I think they can get a better shot than that.
Foul on the floor is going to be on Marshall. And San
ball better. And I like to see Tyson stay on the floor here the rest of his half, get his shots up, and help this team climb back in it.
58% from the floor here in the first half. Boyce dumps it underneath for Reynolds. Another underneath move. It's good.
Really got to sort out screen and roll. You got to defend it. It's a play that everybody runs. Poor job there of you know, getting the screener and making sure that he's defended.
Tyson back in after a brief stint on the bench. Finds cutting Wintering, dumps it off underneath. It was a good look to Taylor, but he couldn't control it. Now
really no place to go there.
Outlet to Boyce, he's fouled. And that's a tough foul there for Bryce Presley. How much he can do there?
Well, right now, USF is the quicker basketball team. We're watching that, and it's clear and evident. They've been quick on the break, and in the half court, they've been able to break down the first line of the Portland defense. There we see Boyce attacking, as he has all night long, and Presley just didn't quite get there in time.
Here's a little contact there, as Watson, some more contact and a no call. Cross-court pass into the corner, 3 on the way from Boyce. That's good! The 6th of the game tonight for the Dons. Back the other way, transition 3, and Tyson answers right back. And they needed that to cool off San Francisco.
An open shot for him. For me, it's green light all the way for Tyson. That's a good look for him in transition.
He's already got 3 threes for 9 points. Underneath Dirksen. With the left hand, a beautiful switch at the last second to put it in.
A lot of pivots, a lot of pump fakes. He's a wily player that's been around a long time in this league.
Underneath is Russell. He goes up with it and he's fouled. Or that's Taylor, rather.
That's where you hope the Pilots with their
Pilots out right now.
Well, this San Francisco team is a very good offensive rebounding team. They're up at the top of the league in offensive rebound percentage. And a lot of that's been caused by penetration, where you've lost identity, and then they've been able to get offensive rebounds.
Taylor misses the first free throw, a 74% free throw shooter. The sophomore from Valley Catholic High School in Portland. And he missed them both.
And he's really struggling with his shot right now. He's a much better shooter than what he's shown.
Nearly stolen, and it's tipped away out of bounds as Todd was right there, getting in the passing lane.
The Dons are 6 of 7 at the three-point line. The Pilots are going to have to chase them off the line, but in doing so, they're going to have to rotate on penetration. Help defense.
McCarthy as they work it around the perimeter. And Watson, who has just 3 points, catch and shoot 3 on the way, and that bounces out. And for the first time in a while, San Francisco doesn't get the friendly roll.
A little 2-3 zone from the Pilots to change things up.
Beautiful move, goes up and under off the glass for Wintering.
Well, he is small, but he is crafty.
He's not afraid to go to the left hand either. Another thing that makes him so dangerous. Watson pulls up for a long 3, and air ball right there for the putback is McCarthy.
Tell you, when you're a wing player in the 2-3 zone, if you're a guard, you got to get in there and get a hip on somebody and rebound.
Tyson three-pointer, that's no good, a little short, and the loose ball picked up by Foster. Slowing things down is Watson around a screen. Draws triple coverage, leaving Afebu open, and that's good. Another 3 for USF.
Again, great penetration, kick out. Watson, great pass to find Afebu. They're really shooting the basketball.
Shooting 62% in the game, 70% from long range. Foul on the floor. Pilots are in the bonus, so we'll see some free throws here.
There we see Wintering. He's so good at getting around. He really draws straight lines, a la Gary Payton, as he goes to the rim, and he's tough to guard in the screen and roll game.
Wintering at the line. 77% free throw shooter, 1 for 2 tonight.
You talked about his 15 for 15 game. You think that's a school record? It probably should be, but it's not.
Yeah.
Because my former teammate Rick Ravio made 16 of 16, and of course, you know, I picked that up off the notes.
Absolutely.
Because he's a you know, from the dinosaur age when I played. So, but Rick Ravio, one of the great players of all time here at the University of Portland, and man, he could draw fouls.
Well, the 100% record is going to be very hard to break.
Yeah, you think?
But so is the 16 for 16.
Yeah, how about that?
They're getting to the line 16 times.
And that was against USF, as it would be.
No kidding.
Yep.
Boyce tries to split the defense and rejected out of bounds by Hartwich.
There you go. That's what we're talking about. A guy in the middle in the zone, and you know, you can funnel him in there, and Hartwich can block shots.
Hartwich averaging a little over. And when you're 7'1" with arms that are about 7 feet long, you're going to make some of those plays. And Hartwich has been pretty impressive. You know, watching him in some of the earlier games this year, he's a skinny guy. Let's be honest here, but he can be physical.
No, he's got an attitude about mixing it up. I mean, his weight doesn't help him, but his length is impressive, and he can change shots. And he's pretty athletic.
Into the corner. Todd finds Livingston, thought about the 3, and he'll be bumped. And Max Livingston going to head to the free throw line. Livingston this season is 0 for 2 from the line, so he hasn't spent a whole lot of time there. and he's averaging just 9.5 minutes per game. He got a couple of starts early in the year, but hasn't had much of an opportunity since then.
Well, he's had kind of an interesting road travel. Hawaii Pacific, and then Clark College, and now eventually lands here at Portland, Lake Oswego native. Some pretty good basketball players out of Lake Oswego, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah. I've seen that team many times over the years. There's a reason why.
Kevin Loeb.
Oh, yes. There's a reason why they likely will end up back in this building in March for the OSAA Championship Tournament.
You go back a few years, Jeff Stout and Billy Hanslick, who played in the NBA for a long time. That's my era. But they've had great players over many, many years.
Of course, a couple of them on this roster as Livingston made his first 2 free throws of the year right there.
And Jazz Johnson.
Johnson averaged over 30 points a game last year for the Lakers. Rejected again as Hartwich says, get out of here.
See, all of a sudden the dynamic changes a little bit. These guys are going to start going.
Philip Hartwich getting the start tonight, his first of the season from Cologne, Germany. Watson up top to Afebu. Down to 4 seconds to shoot. Long three, no good. And the long rebound is going to be controlled by San Francisco, but he stepped out of bounds as Boyce was right there. Those are the kind of rebounds, though, that if you're Portland, you have to get.
Well, that's where perimeter players have to step in, put a body on somebody, be aggressive, because San Francisco is really spread out. They shoot the three-point shot. You're going to see a lot of long rebounds. You've got to get in there and be a supportive secondary rebounder.
Todd has nowhere to go with it. Now he finds Presley. Presley spins around, back to Johnson. Three-pointer on the way, no good. And a good rebound pulled down the other way by Dirksen. Watson, who has just 3 points, team's leading scorer, 1 for 4 field goals tonight.
Yeah, he's been pretty content to get the ball to other people.
Foul on the floor. Watson also averaging over 5 assists per game.
Foul on number 20, Max Livingston, his first.
So Livingston picks up his first foul.
The Dons will be in the bonus.
Well, we've seen USF, come back in games. We talked a lot about that. They've also had leads evaporate on them. So the fact that it's a 15-point game right here, they're not a great defensive team. They're not a team. They're not going to continue to shoot the way they've been shooting. So the Pilots have to stay strong and just try to keep this thing around 10 points here as we get into the half.
And with 4.5 minutes left in the first half, you get the feeling that this is going to be a game of runs. And for Portland, they've got to make a sustainable run at some point as they trail now by 16 points.
You got to continue to, try to get the ball off the glass and run. In the half court, they've just got to be a little bit more selective. This USF team's going to get you a good look. Make the extra pass, and I think they'll get the shots they're looking for, and they'll get back in the ball game.
Presley around a screen, pull up three, it's good. Bryce Presley knocks it down.
Didn't force it, took the shot that was there for him and knocked it down.
Beautiful move there on the baseline by Watson. That was Boyce, excuse me. Johnson crosses over. And a travel. And if they're able to hit a 3 and then the 2 on the other end, Bill, I think they'll take that 3-for-2 exchange right there if they can make that happen often.
Again, it's just a little bit more efficiency in the half court. They've really, really struggled there.
Two turnovers in the game for the Pilots. Watson into the corner. Dirksen now finds Boyce, who launches another 3. That's no good. Todd right there for the rebound. Here's the outlet, and he finds Wintering, goes up and under, off the glass and in. Beautiful move there from Wintering as he gets the great feed.
A little leak out there. A nice find by Jason Todd.
Todd only averages an assist per game, and if that's the only one, it was a pretty one. Here's a steal by Wintering, going coast to coast, lays it in for the 2.
He's the big reason why they lead the WCC in steals.
The Child Center starting to get loud as the Pilots have cut into that deficit.
The Pilot, and he's a do-it-all player. And a lot of responsibility, you know, not only to get everybody engaged, but also, as he realizes now, to get his own game going.
Ronnie Boyce at the free throw line, misses that one. 70% free throw shooter, missed the front end of the 1-and-1, so the Pilots will try and make it a single-digit deficit. Wintering in the corner, here's Presley for three. Bounces up, no good on the rebound by Reynolds. Watson around to screen, but Wintering quickly covers on D. Crossover from Boyce, pull up three, no good. And Hartwich right there for the board.
Boyce finally cooling off, missed his last couple.
Here's Tyson for the transition three, no good. A great rebound by Presley. Back to Tyson. Drives and kicks into the corner. And Wintering goes up, no good. And he'll head to the free throw line. But a good aggressive move there from Alec Wintering.
He's really adroit at getting inside and drawing fouls. Even though he's 5'10", that might be being generous. But just a terrific penetrator.
That one is good. And the ball movement from the Pilots on their last couple of possessions has been very good.
See how he was able to lean back and draw contact? I mean, it's when you look at that, you wonder, Boyce didn't really do anything, but he's just such a smart player. He's able to get that contact and get the call.
Missed the second one. It'll be tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Pilots' ball. Sometimes you get the ball to bounce your way, and that time it went in the Pilots' favor.
Got it down to 10. Let's see if they can shrink this lead into single digits.
The lead's been as large as 18. That was at the 6:35 mark of the half. Todd gets it back to Wintering. To Tyson. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Ball tipped. And Hartwich comes away with it. And kind of an ill-advised shot there, but stolen. Now out to Tyson. His three is good. DeMarcus Tyson makes it a 7-point game after the Pilots get another offensive board.
Again, the scramble, the open floor is where the three-point shot can be the most dangerous. Little second chance opportunity. Tyson knocks it down.
They've shaved 11 points off the lead in 5 minutes. Down to 10 to shoot. Watson drives, has it stripped out of his hands, out of bounds, and it's going to be Pilots basketball as it went off his leg.
A lot of contact right here. Here you see the scramble, and Tyson steps into one, and boy, when he's got a little bit of time, he can knock him down.
And a great job by Presley to find him there.
Yes.
He kind of lost his balance for a moment.
Presley's really good rebounding guard.
Averaging just about 5 rebounds a game. And a foul on the floor, so Wintering will head back to the free throw line as he's already attempted 6 free throws here in the first half. You know, one thing about this San Francisco team is that they're not very deep. I mean, they are, but Rex Walters doesn't go very deep onto his bench. He's got about a 7-man rotation, maybe 8. And if they start to get into some foul trouble here, it could end up leading to some good runs for the Pilots.
That definitely plays in the Pilots' hands. They'll play pretty much their whole roster. If you've got a uni on and you're ready to go, you're going to play.
Wintering knocks them both down, and it's now a 45-40 game. 10-0 run in the last 2+. Boyce finds Dirksen cutting and gets it underneath, and it's stuck in between the backboard and the rim. So it'll be a jump ball.
Again, Hartwich showing his ability to change shots and block shots.
The last time I saw a ball get stuck like that, it was the end of the Southern Illinois game down in Corpus Christi as Marshall attempted a game-winning shot, and that's how the game ended. Watson just holding on to it, now takes a three, and that's good. Devin Watson with his second field goal of the game.
Pretty quiet, but an awfully deadly scorer.
Lead back up to 8, spinning around, kicking out to Tyson, 3 on the way, it's good! Another 3 from DeMarcus Tyson, his 5th of the game.
This kid can really shoot the basketball. He's had a quiet career up to this point, but now finally has figured out how to stay on the floor, be a little better defender, because he can flat out shoot the basketball.
7-point differential between the shot clock and the game clock, 10 to shoot. They can't hold for the last shot, but they can take it down to about 6.5, 7. Another long 3, that's good from way downtown. Back-to-back 3s from Devin Watson.
Shows you why he's second in the league in scoring, the 23rd in the nation.
He's got 11 points. Most of those, 9 of those 11 have come in the last 5 minutes. Seven ticks left in the first half. Wintering crosses over, he'll be fouled to the floor. There's a reach in there, that'll be a nice job by the Pilots to get to the line as they catch a break.
Boy, dumb foul right there on Boyce. Really a needless reach right there with 4 ticks left on the clock. And Wintering really not going anywhere at that point.
First free throw from Wintering is good, as he now has 13 points.
Shooters roll.
And he knocks them both down, cuts the lead down to 6. Here's Watson pushing the floor. 1 second left, long 3, no good. And the Portland Pilots, who trailed by 18 at one point, have cut it to 6 here as we head to the break. 51-40. Get there, we have a plan. The numbers that we've talked about that are very important, the 3-point shooting, 9 made already by San Francisco, but the Pilots getting back into it.
Yeah, they've closed the rebound numbers. They were pretty broad there. Yeah. To be a wide disparity with San Francisco really ruling the glass, but Wintering's ability to get in the lane, San Francisco can't afford to get in foul trouble. The Pilots now 12 of 16 at the line. Those are positive numbers.
And that 12 of 16 is huge. One of the biggest issues that Coach Reveno talked about earlier in the year was not getting to the line enough and not making enough free throws. Pilots in white, USF in the green. As Wintering leads the Pilots in scoring in the first half and a turnover, but it goes right back off of San Francisco back to the Pilots.
A little fortunate there, trying to make that quick bounce pass to Hartwidge. That's a tough chance, tough ball for him to handle.
Todd is able to control the loose ball there, and interesting to see Todd on the floor to start the second half. Wintering double teamed over now to Tyson. Underneath and throws it away as he throws it into the hands of Reynolds.
Don't be a creator. Make the easy pass and be a scorer. That's your job.
Devin Watson.
A little bit of a mismatch here.
Oh, yeah. Down to 14 to shoot. Thought about the long 3, and he tried to draw the contact, but took an extra step. As Hartwidge kind of laughing, walking down court.
He won the battle right there. Nice job.
Well, he knew he couldn't get it over his hand, so he tried to draw the contact. He took the extra step. Pilots trail by 6. Todd back up top to Tyson. Great perimeter ball movement, pulling up is Presley. And it is no good, a foul on the floor, and I think they might get Hartwidge there for going over the back.
Little shove in the back, trying to get to that offensive rebound.
That's the 3rd foul on Hartwidge. And with the injury to Ray Moreno, suffered a concussion last weekend, they can't afford to get any of their front court players in foul trouble. Watson drives, and a foul on the floor. Now you can see some frustration out of Watson as he hasn't gotten many good looks tonight.
Well, they've closed on him. They've paid a lot of attention to him, and you know, there are a lot of similarities between he and Wintering.
Taylor comes in for Hartwich, who will take a seat with 3 fouls. Ofebu. Nice head fake going underneath, losing control of it on the floor. Reynolds right there with the 2. They got very lucky.
Boy, he's got a great nose for the basketball, Reynolds. He really gets to the ball on the offensive glass, and you got to put a body on him.
Took over a minute and a half to get any points here in the second half. The 3 from Tyson rims out, and it's loose, picked up by Dirksen. A great effort from Todd, though.
Boy, that ball was halfway down.
Ofebu gets it down low to Reynolds. Now a 3-pointer from Watson is short, and Taylor there for the rebound. Tyson gets it stolen away. Here's Boyce with it, goes down floor and jams it home with 2 hands.
Ronnie Boyce the third.
And lead back up to 10.
Make the solid pass. DeMarcus Tyson, you don't have to be a creator. Just make the solid pass.
Pilots trying to avoid getting down big here again. They trail by as many as 18, and another turnover as Watson steals it away. And they're going to get Tyson for a foul there.
A little bit of frustration right there on the part of DeMarcus, and got to keep your emotions in check. There you see Boyce with the run out. He's been dynamite so far. That's 17 points for Ronnie Boyce III.
Boyce averaged just under 11 points per game entering tonight. But 16 points per game in West Coast Conference play. Nice spin move there from Watson. Gets it into the corner. Open 3 on the way. That's off the side of the backboard. And Wintering comes away with the rebound. In transition. Getting it out to Johnson. Head fakes the 3. Now Wintering. He'll drive into the corner. Goes up with it. Now back out to Todd. 3-pointer on the way. And that rims out.
Good look. He's got to take that shot. It's a good shot.
Here's Dirksen. Now he finds Boyce. Tipped away by Wintering, again getting his hands to the passing lane. Drive at the baseline, kicking out for Watson. Long 3, no good. And Todd pulls down the rebound.
Good job by Jason defending Dirksen right there.
Wintering finds Presley, catch and shoot 3, no good. And the rebound's on the floor. Still loose, and Todd comes away with it, a jump ball.
If there's any dirty work to be done, it's going to be Jason Todd in the middle of it there, getting on the floor after that loose ball.
Stay connected with the Pilots with the new Portland Pilots mobile app, available for iPhones and built by In-Game Technologies. The brand new free app features schedule, rosters, social media, and video integration, and fan chat features. Receive special Pilot offers only available to app users at upcoming games and events. Visit the App Store and search for Portland Pilots to download the new Portland Pilots app now. Still a 10-point game. The Pilots haven't scored yet here in the second half, as putting it off the glass is Reynolds.
Really nice drop step with the left-handed jump hook. Nice move by Reynolds.
Livingston launches a 3. That's no good. And the rebound goes out of bounds off of Reynolds. Pilots trail by 12 as they have yet to score through the first 4:25 of the second half. 57-45 at USF here on Comcast Sportsnet. Travis Demers, Bill Kruger here with you, and he's been a special player in this program, honored before the game tonight.
That's a pretty special to get to 1,000 points, as was noted, and he's got some more work to do. He's going to put up some big points, going to be one of the top scorers and one of the top assist guys in the school's history.
Top 5 in assists right now in program history, as the Pilots looking for their first points of the second half. Foul on the floor, and that's the first foul for USF here in the second half. A big change from what we saw in the first half.
Pilots got a little different mix of players. Marshall in the game, Livingston in the game. Let's see what they can kind of change the course of the way things have gone so far this second half.
And that foul is going to be on Chase Foster.
Ronnie Boyce III back into the lineup for the Dons.
Foul trouble for San Francisco already. Foster's fourth. Johnson pushes off and takes a shot, knocks it down.
And Johnson.
No question the guy's got offensive skills. Great step back.
That breaks the scoring drought for the Pilots as they get back within 10. Djordjevic drives, goes up with it. It's no good, but an offensive foul. And the freshman from Serbia
Gave himself up right there. Jazz Johnson, not known to be a great defender. Good help defense and secures position outside the semicircle and draws that offensive foul. Good defense.
You know, you're right. He's not known for his defense, but Bill, he has definitely improved over the course of the season with his defensive skills.
Well, he's gotten in better shape. He's lost some weight, and he's understanding better what it's going to take to play at this level.
Another foul, and that one's going to be on Johnson.
Offensive foul on the Pilots, number 22, Jazz Johnson.
Point of emphasis, a lot of off-ball screening. You have to be set. You know, they've really tried to knock down on physical play, and sometimes you wonder. Guys are getting mugged on the ball, and this guy's worried about some screen away from the play, you know? I mean, really?
Now, they have let a lot go in certain situations tonight. Three-pointer from Dirksen, that's an air ball.
So when did somebody open a door?
Here's Johnson back the other way. He misses the shot, and the rebound is going to go out of bounds, but a foul is going to be called on Taylor.
He did not have the inside position right there. Whether or not he actually fouled him is a whole nother question.
Pilots foul on number 24, Gabe Taylor, his third.
Taking another look at it.
Johnson on the break, pulls up and shoots, and then you see the ball. I don't see a lot of contact, but again, who had inside position, right?
5 team fouls of the Pilots here in the second half. They trail it by 10. Out to Afebu. Kicking it down to Watson. Down to 4 seconds to shoot. Gets it underneath. A beautiful pass and a look there by Dirksen to put it in.
Dirksen, he's like Havlicek. He never stops moving, and Watson finds him. They've been playing together for last couple years. They know each other pretty well.
Team's second leading scorer. Johnson out to Livingston as the two Lake Oswego alums play pitch and catch. Now Johnson with the runner, no good.
A little bit of contact on the shot, no call.
Underneath, Watson nearly has it tipped away by Marshall. He's trapped to the corner. McCarthy backing down Taylor, spins around, no good, and a foul on the floor. Are they going to get Presley for that one?
Yeah. Again, Dirksen, he just gets in there and roots his way around and gains position. Here we see a little action underneath the basket. Yeah, it doesn't look like much, does it? It looked like kind of a 50, it kind of looked like 50-50 ball right there to me.
And number 11, Colin Russell.
Wittering comes back in along with Russell.
Back into the game for the Dons.
Getting it down low, tipped away by Russell.
Good read by Russell coming over to help on the post.
Wittering slowing things down, crosses over, has it stripped. Here's Russell with the putback, no good. And it's loose. Here's Russell again with it. Beautiful pass, but it goes right to Boyce.
Trying to be a little too cute right there. Nice recognition by Wittering. He had the big guy and took it to the well, made a nice kickoff to Russell, and he just wasn't able to finish the play.
Russell doesn't get a whole lot of minutes, and he's trying to be aggressive there. Like you said, the great read on the deflection, had a great opportunity there. They just couldn't convert.
Yeah, little plays like that, you need to finish. And he's just a freshman. He plays hard, but some of these things will start coming your way with a little more experience.
Boyce hits the front end of the 1-and-1. Colin Russell, a freshman from Folsom, California, already in the bonus.
Checking into the game for the Dons, number 31, Montre Clemens.
Montre Clemens checks in, and the second free throw is good. "14-point game. Todd looking for help, gets it off now over to Wintering. Drives down the left side of the lane. Left hand is good.
What a great jab step crossover by Wintering. That's a picture of one-on-one play.
And he is dangerous with that left hand. Trying to cut into this deficit. They trail by 12. Some contact there, but no call. Now they find Boyce, who launches a long three. That's no good. And the tip back is good.
Ufebu, physical guy, gets to the offensive glass. A great sequence of defense right there, and then you give up the offensive rebound.
Wintering drives again with the left hand, and they can't get it to fall. Wintering trying to do it all. Going back the other way, a deflection underneath, picked up by Clemens, and he'll be, oh, a jump ball. Looked like could have been a travel, but a jump ball. The struggle here, getting points on the board in the second half.
Well, they've gone through these dry spells shooting, only 2 of 11 here, and 0 for 4 from the three-point line. They have to make shots if they're going to be successful.
Tyson into the corner for Wintering. Three-pointer is good.
Nice play out of the timeout, able to free up Wintering from the corner.
Alec Wintering, a 41% three-point shooter. He now has 19 points. At 31 last time they faced the Dons. And a foul on the floor, and we'll see some more free throws.
We see the little pick down and freed up Wintering from the corner. Nice set play called by Eric Revenue.
Mentioned the 31-point game for Wintering last time they played San Francisco. Had 34 the game before that. Was the first player for the Pilots ever to have back-to-back 30-point games. Chase Foster, a 50% free throw shooter. He's only attempted 8 coming into this game. Makes the first one there. And his average continues. Wintering at the top of the key to Todd. Look for Presley cutting into the corner. Now here's Tyson kicking it out to Todd. He'll drive. Has nobody. Now over to Tyson underneath. And a foul on the floor. Drive, kick, drive, kick, drive, kick. And ended up getting a foul.
Well, you make the defense play both sides of the floor. That was good offense there, better ball movement, and it should reward them.
Wintering around the screen, quickly over to cover on defense is Reynolds. Drives down, puts it up off the glass. No good, can't get the finish. And Dirksen with the board.
Tough when the guy that's screening for you isn't a threat. The defense can gang up on Wintering.
Approaching the midway mark of the second half. It's a 12-point game. Ufebu underneath. Dirksen's going to be fouled. And I believe that's the third foul on Wintering. It'll be on Tyson. Wintering does have 3, though.
Tim Dirksen is the line to shoot 2 for the Dons.
Dirksen, a 76% free throw shooter, second on the team.
Over 1,200 points in his career. Just a coach's dream. I mean, he pretty much brings everything to the table. High shooting percentage, well-rounded player, team player, good rebounder. Likes to play around the basket for a guy that's only 6'3". But again, a guy that's been coached his whole life. His dad is a high school coach, and it shows in his play.
Dirksen now with 12. As the lead is extended to 14. Tyson around the screen trying to get himself a good look. Now he gets a long 3, and he knocks it down from way downtown.
Don't see a lot of great shooters that have such a high arcing shot.
Yeah.
But, he is consistently able to knock it down.
Remember Scotty Thurman from Arkansas in the mid-90s had a shot like that. Foul on the floor. Back the other way. Look how deep this shot is.
Yeah, it's that's a good 3 feet. That's NBA time right there, behind the line.
And that's a shot he created himself, too.
Oh, you can put the NBA line out there. It wouldn't make any difference to him. He can make them.
11-point game. Try and get it to single digits. And Wittering fouled as he tried to go around Foster there and got hip checked.
He is so tough. I mean, he stays low and his feet are so quick. And you try to jump out on him and he's able to turn the corner no matter what.
Tyson trying to get some help, and now we'll give it up to Johnson. Back to Tyson. His shot is blocked by Foster. Loose on the floor. A fight for it and another jump ball. Just took a little too much time to take that shot.
Well, he's not a guy that shoots in traffic. You know, he needs a little bit of room here. You see Dirksen out on him. You see that on the way hip shot that Tyson shoots so well, but he needs a little bit of space to get it off.
So the lead remains 11 for San Francisco. Watson's been quiet tonight. Hasn't scored here in the second half. Underneath to McCarthy. Man falls down, and Presley comes up with a great rebound.
I think there's something there. Looked like an offensive foul to me.
Now Presley drives, goes up with it off the glass. No good. Hartwich gets the rebound, kicks it out. Now Tyson. He might have gotten away with the walk. Nearly throws it out of bounds, but a great job by Wittering. Now finds Tyson. Goes up with it, and he's fouled. Oh, a travel. Over the, you know,
he may have shuffled his feet, but there was a ton of contact on a number of plays in that particular possession. And you worry about all this, you know, screen away from the ball stuff, and like I said, guys are getting mugged that have the ball.
Right. I was going to
Maybe
say,
you should pay more attention to what's happening on the ball. Wild thought.
McCarthy's going to be, no, an offensive foul. Or is that a 5-second foul? Nope, it's a foul on McCarthy. McCarthy having some words with the official.
The Dons foul on number 10, Matthew McCarthy, his third.
That is the 6th foul, so the next one will put the Pilots into the bonus.
McCarthy's an Aussie, man. They like contact.
3 from Wittering. It's good! Alec Wittering gets him to an 8-point game. He now has 22. Watson takes about 7 steps and lays it in.
How did he get that off over Hartwich?
First bucket of the second half for Devin Watson. And Wittering trying to get it right back, and a nice tip out.
Nice hustle play by Todd.
Throws it into the corner. Dangerous pass there from Jazz Johnson.
Pretty fortunate.
Presley is going to get the bucket and the foul. Bryce Presley will head to the line after coming up with a huge rebound a moment ago. And the Pilots are now within 8. With 7:49 to go as Jazz...
Well, he's got that old school game, that in-between game. He likes to take guys, back them down into the lane and score over them with his size. He and Dirksen have had a kind of a personal battle. They've kind of neutralized one another so far. 2 of the better 2 guards in the WCC going head on head.
So Presley will have an opportunity to make a 3-point play and cut it to a 7-point game. Misses the free throw, but the rebound is loose on the floor, and where are they going to get the foul here? I think it's on Todd. Had an opportunity to get the rebound again.
Foul on number 10, Jason Todd.
And that will indeed be on Jason Todd, and that's his 3rd. So we've got 3 Pilots in foul trouble. Wittering, Hartwich, and Todd, rather, yeah, Wittering, Hartwich, and Taylor each with 3. That's the 1st on Todd, excuse me.
2 for the Dons.
As Dirksen heads back to the line, makes the 1st. So, Bill, every time they get kind of close, they make a couple of mistakes, and San Francisco goes back on top.
Well, it's tough to dig yourself a hole. They're going to have to dig in defensively, get some stops, try to get out in transition where Wintering can have some room to operate and Tyson can find that hole in the defense.
Pilots trailing it by 10 once again.
A lot of contact.
Yep, and again, no call. Johnson's able to come up with the ball and gets himself some room. Now into the corner. Wintering now into Johnson with 10 seconds to shoot. Catch and shoot three from Tyson. Rims out. Are they going to get Hartwich for a foul there? Wow. Hartwich gets called for his 4th foul.
Again, there's this off-the-ball kind of ticky-tack contact, and guys are getting just crushed on the drive, right, with the basketball. I mean, look at this contact right here. What's that?
I mean, that Wintering could have gotten whiplash on that play.
I mean, that's a
so much
foul on
contact.
Dirksen right there.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
And then they get Hartwich with his 4th foul for that. Reynolds hits the free throw, and that's going to send Hartwich back to the bench. This is really an opportunity, this game, for Philip Hartwich to earn some more playing time, and I feel like he has. Unfortunately, his foul trouble has hurt that. Tyson gets the rebound off the miss. Pilots trail it by 11. Wintering's got 22, Tyson 18. Another dangerous pass.
Very lucky right there.
Down to 8 seconds left to shoot. Here is Wintering, goes up with it, kicks it out. Tyson, three-pointer is good. A huge three-point shot.
Boy, great court presence by Wintering. To nowhere factor in keeping the Pilots close in this game.
He certainly has. Tyson's career high 25. And a timeout. Great job there again by the Pilots to disrupt the inbound pass. School. He's been averaging 17 points per game in his last 4. On the season, averaging 9.3 points per game, but has really come on strong here in the last 3 weeks. 8-point game. Pilots trying to get back into it. Fabu has been kind of quiet here in the second half, as is Watson. Down to 10 seconds to shoot. Fabu with 5 to shoot. Dribbles right, puts it up off the glass, no good. Taylor there for a rebound. Now here's Johnson with the head fake. Taylor had an open look and didn't.
He's not even looking at the basket.
Yeah.
Wide open.
He doesn't take a lot of threes and was not thinking about it. Down to 11 seconds to shoot for Presley. He'll drive. Back down his man, kick it out to Tyson with the hot hand. Down to 5 seconds left. Presley to 3, puts up the shot, and that's no good. Tyson gets the rebound. Great offensive rebound by Tyson. Portland now with 12 offensive rebounds tonight. Johnson, 3 on the way, yes! Johnson makes it a 5-point game.
Complimentary scoring, getting a little help from somebody else. Jazz Johnson, perhaps, is the guy.
This is the fewest they've trailed by since it was 6 at the half. And a shot blocked underneath. Reynolds goes up with it. The shot is good, and the foul.
Real shame right there. Good job by DeMarcus defending Dirksen in the post, blocking his shot, but this opportunistic Don's team, pretty good job of offensive rebounding. There you see the drop step by Dirksen, and Tyson erases it, but Dirksen's just one of those heady guys, man.
Yeah.
He knows for the basketball, nice pass, and they got a chance for a 3-point play here with Reynolds on the line.
Almost looked like his foot was out of bounds when he got the rebound. Reynolds makes the free throw, a 63% free throw shooter from Kinston, North Carolina.
Yeah, he's done a good job. 10 points, 9 rebounds, very active.
Pilots back down by 8. Wittering has a shot blocked right there for the stuff. Oh, what a jam by Philip Hartwich.
That's what drives penetration. Help comes, and it opens the lane up for offensive rebounding. Nice to see Hartwich clean that up.
Foster now up top to Boyce. Drive, put to the runner in the lane, no good. Ball's deflected in the air. Presley there for the rebound. It's a 3-on-2, or a 2-on-3 rather. Now Tyson for 3 in the corner, no good. Hartwich gets the board, stripped out of his hands.
Just a little stronger, he'd have that.
An energetic crowd tonight here at the Chiles Center. Wanted some contact, or wanted a call on that contact.
USF really struggles in these slow down parts of games when they have big leads. They really struggle against Gonzaga when they had them a couple weeks ago.
Watson's shot no good, the tip no good, the third chance no good, and a foul. No, what they're going to call a goaltend there. Let's take another look. Well, here's on the other end of it.
On the drive, it gets blocked, but Hartwich is there to clean it up in the jam.
Nice job by Hartwich. I don't know if we can, but I'd like to see another look at the goaltend there. Did somebody's hand go underneath and knock it out? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I was a little blocked by the official. I didn't get a good look at it.
Checking back into the game for the Pilots, number 10, Jason Todd.
Let's take another look at that play here. The shot from Watson.
Uche Ufebu back into the game for the Dogs.
Well, if anything, it should have been an offensive goaltend, because the net got pulled down by Reynolds.
Yeah. Ends up being contact on the rebound, and Dirksen, the heady guy, gets himself to the line for 2 charity shots.
8-point game, under 4 to play. Presley, some nifty dribbling, crosses over, rejected from behind. And Dante Reynolds makes his presence known and lets everybody know it too. 8-point game, 3:45 to play. Pilots trying to get back into it here on Comcast Sportsnet. Made some big runs, but every time they get back into it, Bill, they make a mistake or they get a foul called on them, or USF comes right back with a big shot.
You know, they spotted them a pretty big lead early,
yeah.
And then what's really hurt them is second chance points by the USF Dons. They've just been opportunistic on the glass.
3-pointer from Tyson is good. 5-point game. DeMarcus Tyson now with 8 threes tonight. New season high, 24 points for Tyson. Coach Reveno might want to think about keeping the starting lineup for good.
You think?
76-71. Watson. Beautiful pass underneath, rejected, it's good, and the foul, and Philip Hartwich is fouled out. Looked like he might have gotten all ball there. A little liberal with the jump stop there as well.
Yeah, that was like a triple jump, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A hop, a skip, and a jump, and they let it go. Here we see a little play, the drag screen from Jason Todd that opened up the dagger. DeMarcus Tyson, just a little bit of room, and whammo.
So Foster will be at the free throw line for a chance at the 3-point play, and Philip Hartwich is done. Fouls out with just 2 points with the dunk, but he's been a key player tonight with a couple of blocks. And you know, again, it looked to me like he got all ball. Maybe he got the body there, and that's a tough call.
It was a strong play by Foster, taking the ball to the rim.
Foster only attempted 8 free throws on the season entering tonight. He's 2 of 4 tonight. Ball goes out of bounds, but will remain Pilots basketball.
They need a score, and be nice to get to the foul line where they can set up their press.
Yeah. Number 22, Jazz Johnson.
Johnson will check back in for Todd. Todd, by the way, a new season high in rebounds with 7. Tyson finds Wittering. Very
Soft
dangerous pass. Very fortunate to get it back. Down to 8 to shoot. Tyson holding on to it. Down to 5 to shoot. Wickering with 3. He doesn't know it. Puts up the shot. Blocked from behind and a shot clock violation. No sense of urgency there for the Pilots.
USF really aware of the three-point shot, really trying to chase those guys off the line. And again, you know, it's tough when you're asking 2 or 3 players to do all your work and not getting much from the other 2. A little wide passing game from Rex Walters as they continue to try to eat clock. And then you got a guy like Devin Watson that can make things happen at the end of the clock.
Crosses over, 6 seconds left to shoot.
Good job by Presley right there.
Step back 3 on the way, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Johnson, pushing the floor. Finds Tyson. Cross-court pass into the corner. Presley, three-pointer, no good. Russell wrestles away the rebound, goes out of bounds, and it's Pilots basketball. Colin Russell really physical there, and the Pilots needed that.
Yeah, trying to hang on to this possession here. We get a good look from Presley in the corner. He hasn't really shot the ball well in this game, but again, extra hustle there gives him a second chance.
Winner and catch and shoot 3, no good. Rebound right there, put back is good to the foul. DeMarcus Tyson now with a new career high 26 as he heads to the line to try and add to that, and that was his first field goal of the game. That was not a 3.
Again, just got good inside position. He had Devin Watson, a much smaller player, on his hip, and he just out-physicaled him and got himself a 3-point play. Eric Revno talked about how good a rebounder he is, and there's a good example of that.
5-point game, 1:54 left. But no Philip Hartwich the rest of the way. Child Center crowd getting into it. Dirksen drives down into the corner. Here's Ufebu, puts the reverse, it's good, and the foul. That is a clutch play by Uche Ufebu.
They've got great perimeter players. Ufebu, a strong player that can really take the ball to the rim. He and Foster, 2 big plays on the baseline that have really allowed USF to maintain their lead.
Uche Ufebu with a 64% free throw shooter. Misses the shot. Is that a lane violation? And he's going to get another chance. That can't happen.
Lane violation against the Pilots. Ufebu to shoot 1.
So Ufebu will get one more chance here to try and make the lead 8 points again. And he does. Team total, or the rest of the team, is just 5 for 17. Minute and a half left. Pilots trailing by 8. Here's Winter, drives, ball's tipped away and a turnover. He wanted to find Tyson in the corner, and the ball was deflected. Time running out
for a turnover. They really haven't turned the ball over much today, but that one was big.
Down to 15 to shoot, just over a minute left. Watson, and a foul for Presley. And a couple of free throws coming up. They're into the double bonus now. As Chase Foster.
Chase Foster at the line to shoot 2 for the Dons.
2 for 4 tonight, 50% free throw shooter on the year. And he misses that one. Left, we've seen crazier things happen.
Sure.
Foster at the line to shoot 1 for the Dons.
So Foster, who missed the first free throw, gets another opportunity here. That one is good, and the lead is 9. Under a minute to play. Winter nearly has it stripped. That time he does, but it goes to Russell. Russell
Hands it off to Tyson, loses control of it, and another
USF
turnover.
very aware of where the Pilots want to go, trying to get the ball to Tyson.
Now it's loose. Wintering's got it. Big time turnover there. Great move. It's good. Alec Wintering with another beautiful move. He's put on a show with the highlights, but his team trails by 7. 39 seconds.
Yeah, the quicker team has been San Francisco, but as you said, anything can happen with the three-point shot.
The inbound, they try to go for the steal, and now they'll foul. Still no foul call, and now they'll get a foul.
Oh, so close to a steal right there.
Well, they went for the steal there, and it's the smart call, but there were multiple plays in this game where the Pilots were not trying to foul and got the foul call. This time they are.
They
With all
had
that,
Dirksen in trouble right here. He's falling down, just throwing the ball up for grabs, and the Pilots just couldn't corral it.
with all that contact, I don't know how there wasn't a foul called about 3 seconds earlier.
Well, it was on ball. You know, what's the big deal with what's happening on the ball? We want to look at something that's happened 40 feet away from the play. That's what's really important.
Foster back on the line. 4 for 6. Make it 5 for 7. He's made more free throws in this game than he had all year entering the game. 9-point game once again. Tyson, 3 on the way, no good, it's short. Rebound, Tyson gets it back, 24 to shoot, a long 3, no good. And Reynolds will come down with the board and a foul. Things getting a little chippy there between Reynolds and Johnson. Reynolds the one showing the frustration even though his team was up by 9.
Foul on number 24, Gabe Taylor, his 5th.
Dante Reynolds has had a good ball game. He's going to go unnoticed because you pay so much attention to their perimeter guys, but he's been so active. 10 points. He's got 13 rebounds in this game. He's challenged shots at the rim. I mean, he's been a very active player.
Gabe Taylor fouls out.
Dante Reynolds at the line to shoot 2.
Very balanced scoring tonight from San Francisco. Boys had 19, but
Most
5
of those
other.
early.
Yeah, they certainly were. But 6 players tonight in double figures, all around the 10, 13-point mark. Reynolds and Foster with 10, now 11 for Reynolds. But Watson and Ofebu each with 13. Watson, their leading scorer, averaging over 20 points a game. Second in the conference, only had 2 in the second half. Lead at 11 with 19 seconds left. Here's Wintering, they're going to give it to him. No, they're not, as he misses it. 11 seconds left, and I think they'll just allow the Dons to run the clock out. They get it across midcourt. The final 3 seconds will tick off the clock, and the San Francisco Dons come in to the Child